Let's start with the 9 Unknown Men. Founded by Emperor Ashoka in 273 BCE, after a war so brutal, it left over 100,000 people dead. Ashoka looked at the bloodshed and decided, no more public knowledge. So he built a shadow council, 9 men, each guarding a single book of forbidden science, one on microbiology, one on time manipulation, one on propaganda. They didn't share, they didn't teach, they controlled. And here's the twist, they might still exist, because every few decades, a new tech just happens to emerge. Germ theory, mass media, magnetic weapons. Like the books are being slowly dripped into society, on purpose. Next up, the Freemasons. The name is public. The rituals? Not so much. They helped build cathedrals, then governments, then revolutions. George Washington was a Mason, so were 9 of the 56 men who signed the Declaration of Independence. Coincidence? Try pattern. They weren't just building buildings, they were building systems. See, Masons operated in symbols. The eye, the compass, the unfinished pyramid. They weren't decorations, they were codes. When the US dollar was designed in 1935, those symbols showed up, right on the back. Still think this is just old guys in robes? Let's go darker. The Thule Society. This was Nazi Germany's secret fuel. Before Hitler rose, Thule was already pushing Aryan mysticism, bloodline theories, and something far stranger, extraterrestrial communication. They believed humans were vessels for ancient Nordic spirits. But here's the part they scrubbed from textbooks. Thule wasn't just about racism, it was about technology. Rumors say they experimented with anti-gravity engines, time travel, and channeling hidden masters for military guidance. When Berlin fell, US agents didn't just grab scientists, they raided Thule records. Which brings us to Majestic 12. Officially, it doesn't exist. Unofficially, it's been controlling UFO secrecy since 1947. Right after the Roswell incident, a memo circulated naming 12 officials, military, scientific, and political, tasked with managing alien contact. The memo leaked in the 80s. The government said it was fake. But decades later, whistleblowers keep pointing back to the same 12 names. Every time something crashes from the sky, Majestic 12 shows up. Not in public, not in the news. In the paperwork you're never supposed to see. Why 12? Why now? Because too many sightings, too many reports, and too many insiders were talking. They needed a firewall. Majestic 12 was it. Now fast forward to modern times. The Bilderberg Group. A yearly meeting of elites that isn't televised, isn't streamed, and isn't recorded. Presidents, bankers, CEOs, military leaders, all behind closed doors. No agendas released, no press allowed. They say it's just casual discussions. But every year, major policy shifts and financial shakeups just happen to follow the meetings. New wars, new alliances, new digital currency models. And guess what? If you search Bilderberg too deeply, your traffic gets flagged. Try it. Watch what disappears from your feed. Then there's Bohemian Grove, where the most powerful men in America go to act out strange rituals in the woods of California. Presidents, cabinet members, tech billionaires, all dressed in robes, chanting to a giant stone owl named Moloch. That's not a conspiracy. That's documented. Even Nixon called it the most faggy goddamn thing you could imagine. And he still went. What do they do there? Burn effigies, hold mock sacrifices. But the real sacrifice? Truth. What happens in the grove stays in the grove, until policy shifts follow like clockwork. And finally, the Committee of 300. A group supposedly formed by the British elite to control everything. Media, markets, movements. They don't run governments, they install them. You won't see their names on ballots. You'll see them on boardrooms, on royal rosters, on charity foundations. They don't take credit, they take control. Some say this group orchestrates everything, revolutions, stock crashes, viral trends, not to benefit the people, but to keep the wheel turning, for them. So what do all these secret societies have in common? Power without accountability, influence without visibility, and most importantly, timing. They always show up right before the rules change, and when the dust settles, we never see them leave. You were never meant to know these names, but now you do. So the question is, what else are they hiding?